Greetings, fellow traders. Bubblehead here. It's time for the lunchtime market update for Friday, May the 15th, 2020. I hope everybody's having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, let's check and see where we are in the market here today. So SPX, a little bit of a wild one here today. So, had some pretty big lows and then another V reversal as we get back up to the mid-Bollinger Band here on the monthly chart. Weekly chart, again, this shooting star candle is still in effect, but they're still trying to put a lower shadow on this one, almost turned into a countering hammer type candle here. So we'll see how that goes into the end of the week here. Had a little bit of rough, almost a bull trap here with the gap down today, but they have been buying the dip today on the SPX. So let's take a look at the price action and see how that's been playing out here with the SPY. So so far low volume. It's option expiration day, so we're seeing a little bit of chop, here and there. So, but when it moves, right? So so down at the bottom, they bought the dip at the open, then they flushed it, then they bought the dip again. So pretty interesting stuff. This could be a wave 1, 2. We might be working on a massive wave 3 to the upside. So we have to see how that goes. Let's take a look at the S&P futures. So the ES here, again, we've been kind of tracking this a little bit. We're right back up at the highs of the day here, running into some resistance zones. So a double inside 15 so far on the ES. And, of course, same type of situation here on the MES. Let's take a look at the Qs and see how they're going into today. So Qs, again, they had been leading the market up a little bit, and then they broke down. Now they're in the trend box, too. They're just way over the cloud, like unlike the SPX, which is holding that right now as a potential support here. But decent moves right here. We're seeing tech move. Some of the big names, which we'll take a look in a little bit, are on the warpath today. So we've got that. Let's take a look at the IWM. IWM with a nice breakout today, so that's looking pretty good here. I think on the daily chart we're still in the candle, but it is holding this geometric line to the upside. So we've got that going on with the IWM today. Let's take a look at Apple. Also a chart request, but we'll take a look at it right here. So Apple, down today, right? But it's trying to hold its lows. All it's done here now is giving us a fresh trend box on it, right? So it's below the upward trend line. Right, so we just want to see how it holds those lows going into next week on that one. In general, though, decent by the dip at the open, a little bit of a pullback, got back over the 15 order. Now we're dealing with the double inside 15 on it to see how that goes. Tesla, been a little bit choppy here. It was an inside day, it was inside day yesterday. So that was so those levels have been very, very interesting to test, right? So we've been in the upper end of that inside day range. Tried to break out a few times, right? Here's the levels right here, but getting up to it has been kind of fun. So so we've got that going on Tesla. Let's take a look. We've got again a few requests here. NVIDIA. So let's see. So NVIDIA, this is one of the strong big names too, guys. The semiconductors have been so strong. What a huge breakout today. Strength at the open, inside 15 up. Nice pullback, right? Those pullbacks right there are just fantastic, right? Because that's where you get those explosive moves if the market's ready. And the ones that are typically ready are these semiconductor ones. So that's looking pretty good right here. We got a fresh all-time high today. Again, nice strength in NVIDIA. AAXN. Let's take a look. Yeah, this Axon, this is a tough one right here, right? We talked about that, a potential bounce off of the 21 EMA back to the 8. We talked about that last night. So let's see how it goes. I like the upper shadow so far. If it can close below that 21 EMA, we might see that gap fill in the future. We'll have to see how that plays out right here. The financials have not been playing along with the market here. They had a squeeze the other day. They didn't get follow through, and they got a gap down today and a lot of relative weakness here intraday, right? So right here, Wells Fargo just banging on the, that's almost an H cell setup potential here, banging on the 15 order below there. So we've got that one going on. JD. Earnings today. Now, JD didn't do too much, right? It's up on its gap up, but what it did do is it helped move, stocks like BABA this morning, right? Gave them some strength at the open. So, so we saw that going on today as well. Another one that hit our radar this morning was Piton. So Piton has just been super strong, and also got an upgrade here intraday. So that was a nice move on Peloton today. SFIX. This was on our radar too this morning. That was strong. Inside 15 up just for an incredible move on Stitch Fix today. And then Square. This was a good one too that we pointed out to the group. Nice setup this morning, right? Strength from yesterday, right? Pulled back a little bit, but a nice strong open. Nice pullback like that. NVIDIA, and then boom, nice move out of these geometric levels right here. So good stuff there on Square. And other than that, guys, I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. We'll see you guys on the daily market wrap. If you don't tune in there, I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. And looking forward to seeing you guys on Sunday on the live stream. Also, if you're not a member, definitely think about signing up. We put the newsletter out every weekend. It's extensive. We go through a full technical analysis of the market. We look at the SPX. We look at the Qs. We look at the NASDAQ. We look at the Dow. And we come with some cool ideas ideas in there, and we always talk about new technical ideas there too. So I hope everybody has a great weekend, and stay healthy out there. Remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you guys soon.